Hi, my name's Therese Garcia, radio DJ, club DJ, co founder of Mermaid Missions. I've always loved the ocean ever since I was a kid, and the older I got, the more polluted it became. I'd like to help change that. And with Mermaid Missions, we clean up our ocean one reef at a time with the help of fellow freedivers, scuba divers, and even non-swimmers who comb the beach. Join me as we feature everyday heroes saving our planet in their own little way. This is Community.
Hey guys, it's me, Therese T. Garcia, back again with another episode of Community. If this is your first time to watch, this is a show where we feature people who are making a difference in their communities, whether it's through an organization, a project, or a business. Join us as they spill the tea on how it all works. Today, we have a couple of guests from Davao City who have a very interesting project. Turn your wastes into eco bricks. Incoming president of JCI Duwaling, Jacqueline Bangkale, and current president, Hannah Cano. Hello, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi.
I'm super excited to hear about this ongoing project of yours. Now, I think it's pretty straightforward, waste to eco bricks. So Hannah, tell us, how did this start?
Well, back in 2017, October, there was an environmental action consortium summit in Davao City, and this was organized by the Plastic Solution. So we were inspired by that. So in response to the need to strengthen environmental goals and develop new strategies that will allow sustainable cities and communities, that said, summit focused on three major aspects: education, action, and collaboration. And with that, we realized that the biggest problem right now in the community is our unsustainable consumption and production behaviors, specifically around our incessant use of plastics. So with that, our chapter, JCI Duwaling, was very inspired with the plastic solution, and we thought about scaling up, how to make eco bricks here in our city, which is in Davao, because at that time it was only launched in Luzon or in NCR.
Okay, so it's been what, three years now?
Yes, and it's been 3 years that we're doing this project, and there's so much has happened since.
That's great. Okay, Jackie, what kind of bottles do you use or collect, and what kind can be used?
Yeah, we encourage the people to use the 500 ml bottles, the 1 liter bottles, and the 2 liter bottles. Just an example, I have here from a chocolate drink, and it's 1 liter. You can actually use this, so that you can practice eco bricking. And also the plastic that you fill this in with is through our plastic waste at home. For example, shopping, we have supermarket plastics, and we can just cut it and put it inside these bottles.
Okay, well, Hannah, Jackie already mentioned some of the plastic that we use. What other types of plastic can we use or put in there? And how much of it are needed to fill up a bottle? Is there a specific weight that you have to reach? Now, I hope you don't mind sharing the process. No, just in case some of our viewers want to start doing it at home, like they do it the right way.
Of course, that's exactly what we want to do, create awareness so that we will be able to adapt this eco brick lifestyle, and it begins in the home. All right, so what we do is it's very common to have PET bottles, right? Like for our soft drinks, for our water bottles. So whether it's a 500 what's the promotion, 1.5 liters or half of that, that's what we use. Jackie, can you please remind me the actual weight that it's supposed to have in a 1.5 liter?
Yeah, sure. For the 1 liter, it's going to be 350 grams.
Okay.
So we encourage everyone to weigh it, and it should be properly filled up. You can use just any stick that fits this circle here. And once it's properly filled up, you can weigh it in, and we will accept it as an eco brick.
Okay, so you just stuff it in all the way.
Yeah, so you use, for example, the everyday use of 3-in-1 coffees, or your favorite drink, and basically, or the plastic diapers, the where you
Oh,
use every
including
day for
that
your
too.
children.
Okay.
You just cut it, okay? So the criteria, it has to be clean and dry plastic wastes, all right? So for those who are into online shopping, right?
Uh huh.
Every day we receive mail packages and it's wrapped in plastic. Those are the plastics. Those are already clean and dry. We could cut them up and put it in and stuff it inside a PET bottle. Now, if the sachet or the plastic is dirty, okay, then you'd have to do the extensive process of cleaning it out, washing it up, and drying it, sun drying it. And then once it's dry, that's the only time when you can cut it and put it in a PET bottle.
Okay. Is there a specific reason why it has to be cleaned before you put it in the bottle?
Yes, there is, and Jackie will explain that part.
Okay.
Well, actually, when you collect all of the trash, no, there are wastes wherein it's really, dirty. You
Yeah.
really have to wash it and clean it and air dry it. And once it's properly filled up, we will collect it. We have collection points all over the city in partnership with our city councilor. And we also have schools and organizations that support us in
Well,
in collecting the
the
hello,
bottle,
can you
yeah.
hear me?
Well, yes, we can hear you, Jackie. Well, just in addition
Yeah,
to that, the reason why has to be clean because whatever you stuff inside the plastic has to be non-biodegradable. Because
Okay.
if there's a waste there that's left inside the bottle, then so it degrades, right? So it's not because we want to keep non-biodegradable items inside the plastic.
that's right.
Yes,
Hmm.
Okay.
keep
Noted.
the
And
plastic.
just
Yeah.
yeah, just to add, press hand, um, that's right, because you will decrease the integrity of the bottle if it's
Okay.
already dirty. All
Okay.
right. And once we create a building out of it, we're not really sure if it's gonna last for years. And what we have planned to do with the eco bricks is to build a learning center out of it.
Okay. That's
And
great.
if we build the learning center out of it, we have to make sure that the building is safe for the children.
Of course. Now, Hannah, have you been able to tie up with local government units to help with you, like implementing this? And how have the local population responded to this?
Yeah, well, one of the developments that we've actually done was we partnered with one of our city councilors here in Davao, Councilor Pilar Braga. In fact, we had an initial meeting last October
Okay.
2019. And actually, that was the first thing that I did when I became the president, elected as a president last year. We were talking about how to be able to translate this process into all of the public schools, okay? To adopt this in a bigger scale level, and we start with the schools. So we were in the process of doing that, and in fact, we are so proud to say that JCI Duwaling is one of the proponents of the no to single use of plastic in our city, and there is already an ordinance that's approved in the city with regards to that. So that was one of the things that we were doing. We were gonna incorporate this in schools. In fact, we've started. We've been to so many schools already. We went to Philippine Science Mindanao campus, Davao City National High School. We were working on F. Bangoy National High School. There were many. We were already starting to do that until of course COVID-19 happened. Now
Unfortunately.
recently, so we took a break on that and we shifted our campaign online. Okay, we would still do this, we would still post on our eco break activity at home and still encourage people out there to do the lifestyle with us. Now recently, in fact just last week, Press Jackie and I and some of our ladies went to this barangay, Barangay Kalinan, and the barangay captain there was very supportive, Barangay Captain Ungab, and he allowed us to have a workshop, right, with his constituents, all the Purok leaders. We gathered them and we really explained to them how this can be done.
Uh-huh.
So we had a partnership with them, and in fact, we also donated our very first eco brick collection, permanent collection bin in barangay in barangay Kalingan, and we made a promise to visit there every 2 weeks and check the quality of the eco bricks that's being collected, and at the same time to collect it and gather it, because right now we're still trying to make our very first learning center out of eco bricks, and we needed 8,100 eco bricks, and to date we still have around 3,000 eco bricks, so we really need the help of the community to donate more eco bricks.
Okay.
And so that's how we've been partnering with the LGU, and we would also like to mention our strong partnership with the Philippine Army. So we have a very strong partnership with 2FAB, AAR, and 10th Signal Battalion, and this is being adopted in their camps. Now, we also went there last December, and we also did workshop, and they are very consistent with this. In fact, even during the pandemic, they came to my house and delivered a box full of eco bricks. So I'm so happy that they continue with this, even if it's a pandemic and we don't really see each other much. And so this is what we're trying to do really here, one barangay at a time. And in fact, I'll have Press Jackie mention about our ongoing plans and how we're going to reach out the other barangays here in Davao City.
Okay, that's actually amazing. You guys have been busy. Now, I'm curious though, has the project affected or helped in minimizing the pollution in the city or like different towns that you've been active in?
This is actually not an easy feat for us, since it's so easy to throw away your trash right away, right? And even us, as we are having this interview, we are encouraging you, Therese, to do
Yes.
echo breaking at home, and all of your friends out there, because we know that change really begins in us, right? And it starts in the home. So
Definitely.
so far we have one barangay that's supporting us, and we are on to the next other barangays, because we have 182 barangays here in Davao City, and we are really encouraging all of the other barangays to help us with this one. Now we have a partner in SK Federacion, if you're familiar with Sangguniang Kabataan. They are the younger ones who are leading our barangays. We will be in partnership with them, along with 182 SK leaders who will rally with us in helping us promote eco bricks in their own barangays, because it's not it's not for nothing that the barangay is the basic unit of our government, and our local government unit will really help us in promoting this one. So as we start in our homes, our friends will be encouraged to to rally with us and help us in our United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, life below water and life on land. This addresses all of the issues that we have right now, and you know, it's really hard work, but it can be done.
That's
Yeah,
great.
can I add to that?
Oh, definitely.
I also like to mention that, speaking of UNSDG, since JCI Junior Chamber International is actually an international organization. There are hundreds of thousands young active citizens all over the world, and in the Philippines there are 200 chapters, over 200 chapters, and in Davao region there's about 11 chapters, and we're just so proud to say that this project, Turn Your Waste into Ecobricks, has been making its round in the JCI community. In fact, last year, this was nominated as the best global goals project in Tallinn, Estonia, back in November 2019. And it's also, it won the national project here in JCI Philippines as the best global goals project. So I think with this type of recognition, we are being, raising awareness more and more to our community. So it's from Davao City now to the Philippines and even to the world. They're really taking notice of how easy this act of eco bricking is, how it can be done even at home, and even in this little thing that we do at home, we are already contributing in positively in the environment, making sure that no plastic goes to water, because if plastic goes to water, then it would go to our sea creatures, our fishes, and in return we eat all of these amazing fishes, and
Yeah.
diba? But it just goes back to us. So we have to be
Definitely.
responsible in how we take care of this plastics. All right, and how we reuse it, repurpose it to something beneficial, such as eco brick, and hopefully one day we will be able to really build that model of a learning center here in our community.
I agree. Congratulations on your nominations and your awards. Now, earlier you mentioned making a learning center out of the eco bricks. Are there other structures that you're building out of this as well?
Well, we're encouraging the schools that we've and also the barangays that we've been teaching to create, to be creative in what they can do with the eco bricks. In fact, as you can make like a flower, what do you call that, Jackie? You know,
Planter. That's a
planter.
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 You know, you
Okay.
can create a flower planter out of the eco bricks. You can create a chair, a table, a structure out of it. And so it is really about repurposing it, because at this moment, it's really hard to eliminate, completely. We have
Okay.
to choose our battles one battle at a time. It's so hard to eliminate plastic use, but what we can do is we can be conscious in how much plastic waste we actually consume, because if you adopt this kind of lifestyle, it gets you that, oh my gosh, this is how much plastic I use in a week. That's so much garbage. And so it creates this sense of awareness in you, and you would be more conscious to use more, other option products, not just
Yes.
plastics. So, look for options on what you can use instead of plastic. Aside from that, yun nga, being able to reuse, recycle, repurpose plastic so that we don't consume as much plastics as we used to.
I agree.
That's right. Press hand, if I may add. Yeah, because the ultimate goal is not really to add more plastic so that we can make eco bricks. Okay. Um, Press Hannah and our hearts are really for no to single use plastic.
Okay.
And one of our projects actually is using ice straws or steel straws for that matter, so that we can eradicate the use of plastic straws. And anywhere that we cannot use plastics anymore, that will be great. We can really find better ways, better alternatives, and it really goes with our tagline with JCI, which is be better. We want to be better every day, especially in taking care of our environment.
That's great. Now, Hannah, I'm curious, like, how are the eco bricks as material used in building structures? Is it like durable or strong enough?
It's only advised to use in a low-lying structures. Okay,
Okay.
so for example, like the learning center, so it just has to be a low-lying structure. You can create a wall for like, because what we do is inside the hollow blocks,
Uh huh. You
you put
stuff it
echo
in.
bricks inside. So
Okay.
instead of purely cement inside a block, you'd put echo bricks instead to as a filler, right? Jackie, is there anything you can add when it comes to building the use of echo bricks?
Yeah. Also, before we prepare the prototype design for this one, we really consulted really good contractors, engineers, so that we can make sure that the structure is safe. And as per studies, it's actually safe to use eco bricks for low lying structures. And our goal is not just for just to use it for buildings, but like what Press Hannah said, we can be creative. We can make a garden out of it, tables out of it, and eventually eradicate the plastics around.
Well, that's good to know. Now, please tell our viewers how to reach you to know more about the Eco Brick project and how they can get involved.
Yes, well, to join this campaign, you can visit our website, JCI Duwaling, and we'd be happy to connect with you. We post a lot about our projects and updates, and so we'd be happy to teach you on how to do it, how easy it is, how doable it is. You can start with your home, and you can start with your own community, and let's all help the environment together.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing that information. More power to you and your group. It's an amazing reminder that helping the environment can be as easy as stuffing your plastic trash into plastic bottles to make eco bricks, which you can use to build something useful. My name is Therese T. Garcia. Please join me again next time where we'll get to know another everyday environmental hero here on Community, streaming on Republicast.
Meet the people of the planet, the changemakers, the environmentalists, the Filipinos who choose to make a difference. Community, exclusively on Republica FM 1.